Hi everybody, Nancy here. Today I'm going to give you some tips on using the select PDF text, which is if you pull down your, you click on the tools, see it's under selection tools, select PDF text. I don't know about you guys, but that feels like it just kind of slipped in there. You know, he's been adding things to it over time. Let me bear with me. Right now I'm using 3 embedded layers or documents in documents. And sometimes I get a little confused by it. Now, dadgummit, I don't know what happened here, but I had highlighted everything, but the highlights are gone. I don't know what I did wrong there, but let me go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. Why is it? Maybe, let's see. No, my highlights are gone. Okay, 3 months ago, he added this feature. Let me highlight it. And you'll see why this is a nice tool just because of what I'm trying to do right now. I'm going to choose my highlighter. And watch how not straight I am with it. Okay, this new feature right here, select text PDF with options to copy, define, highlight, and strike through and underline. And then 1 month ago, let's see. I apologize. I did have this highlighted. I don't know what happened to it. Let's see, new custom recognition, speak option for selected text happened 2 weeks ago. And then this most current update, cross-out text option, was 2 days ago. So he's been adding to that feature over time. I'm still trying to scan through and see if I'm missing something. But anyway, so he's been making it better and better with each update almost. So I'll tell you my first impression of it when it first happened 3 months ago. Let me get out of here because, man, oh man, I'm buried so deep now I don't know how to get out. Okay. Now let me select that and get it out of the way. No, update. See? Go back. Select. All right. I apologize. Now, I'll be honest with you. When it first happened, I don't know if suddenly Apple changed the look of things, but when I selected that option, it felt like a plug-in to me. Let's see. I'm going to the A, and I've just selected it. So now all I have to do is tap somewhere on the screen, and that starts it. Now, I don't know. At the time, this looked, it looked more like it was a plug-in from Apple. And so when I used it, first of all, see how I just did that? I just drug it, but I couldn't see what I was dragging over. My first tip is, as soon as you choose it, tap off of it so that you can see, and now I can drag and see what I'm dragging, okay? But as long as, see, that'll, and then that'll pop back up. So let me do it again. If I click on the A and tap, see how it covers it up, and if I try to select, I can't see what I'm selecting. So instead of doing that, go ahead and tap off of it, and that will remove that screen. Now, see, if I tap off now, that hides it, and now I can drag and see what I'm doing. That was the first thing that it was like, I'm not so sure, but I figured out, well, it just tap off. Okay. And again, thinking it was a plug-in, I thought if I highlight, it was going to always be the blue. I didn't realize that we have the same control. This is not a plugin. This is Ed's. That's a Zoom Notes pop-up. And we still have complete control over the colors of things. So if I wanted my highlight to be a different color, all I have to do is change the color. So now if I change it to that tan, select and drag and do highlight. See, now my highlight is that light brown. Now another tip for using this tool, if you, it's still selected so I can tap here. If you, let's see. Oh, do a link. I'm sorry. I couldn't remember what I was going to show you. But I'm going to tap off so I can stretch it. One of the issues I had with it, if I do a link, and I'm going to just make up a link here. I'm going to do next page and do create. And I tap off of it. Now see, again, I thought that was, at the time, my highlighter was that yellow. Now, there's nothing about that right now that indicates that that's a link. You can't look at that until that's a link. It just looks like a highlight. So you need to know that and go ahead and understand that anything that, I'm not even sure now if that can be changed, that color. But if I tap on it, use my traveling tool, see there's the daughter coming, and it went to the next page. I already had one. I didn't realize I had already created a link on that page. See, and to me it looks like a highlight. So somehow you need to either change your other highlight colors like I did before, and just know that this yellow is a link. I didn't realize I had done that. See, that's what I'm talking about. so that those two highlights are next and previous. And so that's another tip. Just know. Now, I bet you there's got to be a way. If I, you know what? Let's see. I don't know. Is there another way? That's probably why I haven't done a video on this, because that did change over time. Because at one point, all the highlighting and the linking, so that might have been Ed's fix for that, and I just wasn't aware of it. But right now, the way it's set, that is the highlighted yellow is a link. All right. Now you can also tell the difference if the highlights that are on there work just like a pen, that you've used the highlighter on the screen. So if I click on my eraser, which I just double tap on my eraser, on my pen, see, I can erase that. I can get rid of it altogether, but I can't erase the link. Okay, that's another difference. Now also in this last, well, no, this was I think 2 weeks ago. If I use it, I can select here, tap off, drag all the way down, and now tell it to speak to me. It'll read my text for me, which is very cool. I like that.
Sun is as the smell of a field which the Lord hath blessed. Therefore,
stop. Heck, now speak. There, okay, there. See, down at the bottom you have options to speed the voice up, and you can ignore numbers. See, like I've got, this is in my Bible and there's numbers. If I don't ignore those and I tell it to read.
Sun is as the smell of a field which the Lord hath blessed. 28. Therefore God give thee of the dew.
See, and all those numbers can get in the way. So you turn those off, tell it to ignore the numbers if you're using this. Now see, right now I've got the reason she sounds like she sounds is that's an English voice from Australia. And you've got different, voices that you can choose. If I like to listen to an English speaking person, I can turn it to United Kingdom. So you have to decide what voice you listen to. See, now under the United States, there's several voices. Now, see, Nikki, enhanced. I don't know what that is, so I'm going to choose that and see what it does.
Sun is as the smell of a field which the Lord hath blessed.
It kind of has
Sun is as the smell of a field which the Lord hath.
kind of has an echoey sound to it. Some are better than others. Let's see. Speed. Let's see if I tell it speed.
Sun is as the smell of a field which the Lord hath blessed. Therefore God give thee of the dew of heaven, and the fatness of the earth, and plenty of corn and.
Okay, so that I like the male voice better.
Sun is as the smell of a field.
Not that one. Not Fred. Nikki.
Sun is as the smell of a field which the Lord hath blessed. Therefore God give thee of the dew. Sun is as the smell of a field which the Lord hath blessed. Therefore God give thee.
Of course, the fact that they're reading the New King James Version doesn't help anything because that's kind of hard to understand anyway. But you have options. You can choose different voices. All right. Let's see. Underline. This is the one. No, strike through is the one he just added. See, now that's that light brown. If I change it to the dark brown and change the opacity, change it to the dark brown. Now I tell it to strike through. You can see it. And, that could be a way of making that more, let's see. That's another way. Ages ago, I know in the PC world, I'm not so sure about the Apple world. I just don't know. I can't remember. But way back when, the text was blue and the underscore was blue, and you knew that was a link. You could click on it and that was a link. So you could change your colors if that's something you're used to. And again, I'm not sure about changing the color of the linking color. But you can definitely change the color of the underscore if you wanted to use that. Just a way to know that that's a link. Now, something else I want to show you, and this is something that, journalists, Bible journalists use a lot of. They'll select some text and do copy. And if I double tap, they'll pull out a scripture and highlight it over, somewhere on the text. So I've just double tapped on my screen. As soon as I copied it, it now made it into text. Love that. All right, so now I can just treat it like text. And, well, let me select it, text. Oh, I've got to, okay. Move it so I can see it and move it in and see so that it'll fit over on the right side. If you have a document that you want to highlight a certain portion of the text, it's as easy as copy and paste. So simple. Just click on the copy. Again, let me do it and see if I can do it better this time. I get my tool, select it. I'm going to tap off so I can see what I'm doing this time. And just do copy. And then I could do paste the way you normally would do it from the menu. From the selection menu, do paste. But again, I just double tap on it. And that way I kind of have control over, if I double tap now, down at the bottom, see it puts it where I can control it. I can see it better. So now I'm going to select the text and move it over. And just pull my the bottom right red square and highlight it. Now I can select a word and change the font to something that would highlight it better and hit return. Let's see. And that changed that. You know, you see that. I see it a lot in references in the Bible that will highlight stuff. Now, you know, make it real fancy and pretty and whatnot. But let's see. I'm going to center all the text. So if oh man, I accidentally hit another thing. Let me go back. I apologize. That's another document I've got open. I've got too many documents open right now. And because this one is so big, the Bible one is so big, it takes a second for it to load up. So let me select it again. Text. What I want to do is center it. So I double tap to get the menu, do more settings, and format, and center. And, you know, the more you do this kind of thing, the more special it becomes. And let's see. I can change the text again here. You know, do the the normal formatting that you would do anyway, because we're back to doing normal Zoom Notes stuff. Okay. So that is a very cool tool. If you just play with it and see how it works and what you do with it to make it work, I like it now, especially for what I just did, the highlighting the text and pulling it out. And, you know, now what I probably should do is, because I pulled it out, I always like to, let's see, 32. Let me get rid of some of this stuff. Trash that and erase. I've got too much stuff going on here, but let's see, that's verse 32. So I would choose my tool and tap off of it and drag it and highlight it some kind of way. Ooh, see, it's highlighting with what I had chosen before. So it's like, woo, you know, that's not good. So I just need to, I'm going to erase that. Or I can just do an undo. Undo the, well, maybe you can't undo. I just love it. Let's see. I'm going to just erase it. Okay. And do the highlight again. See, I should call this group Learn With Me as I learn, because most of these videos I do are I learned it as I do the videos. So, okay, what was I trying to do? Click on the A, select I need to change the highlight. See, now all I have to do is change the opacity. If the brown is fine, I just need it to not be so in your face. Select it and do highlight. And now tap off. And, you know, I like to, if I pull a verse out, I like to highlight where I got it from. Now, see, this thing is driving me crazy. That purple outline, I just don't love that. So I need to go back to the text. Click on the menu bar and get rid of that purple border. That's set as my default, and for some reason I never remember to turn that off. I hate that purple border. So anyway, that's how you use that tool. It's pretty awesome. You know, there's lots that you can do with it, and he improves it every couple of weeks now. So start using it if you have a lot of PDF files that you want to edit and edit and play with. All right. Y'all have a great day here. Bye.